Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Motive Racing. We are live here at Red Bull Ring, Austria, for the first round of the Touring Car Championship. My name is Dan Davis, also known as Unorthodox, and joining me in the commentary box this evening is KLF 900, also known as Kelly Davis. How are you doing this evening, Kelly?
Yeah, I'm good, Dan. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm a bit better now. We are underway. A little bit of a delay, but we are good to go.
Excellent.
Right, so Red Bull Ring, we now come to a new season in the touring cars, a European season this season, and yeah, should be an interesting season because more importantly, Kelly, we have a brand new rule in for this season, and that is the Renault Megane is banned.
And so it should be. Nasty little Renault.
So the fun thing is all the guys are here and having to learn a brand new car this season. So, or to some, they might be running in the same car, but also they're having to learn to drive a new one. So we have the BMW, which we are seeing as ESR Chief is in right now. We also got the Astra as well, that I believe Sub-Zero is running in, but we got Richie in the another BMW. I believe there's only one Astra here this evening. Actually, no, mate, I might be wrong. Green Pies, wherever he is. I know he's in an Astra as well, but we are currently looking at Cobb, which is the Mercedes A-Class as well. So, an interesting choices of cars this season, and like I said, a European season as well. We start things off here at the Red Bull Ring, a great circuit for tow and slipstream. Kelly, if it was you and you were racing this season, what car would you have gone for?
Oh, well, hard to tell, to be honest, Dan. I did a little bit of time in the BMW, just trying it out, and I thought it was excuse me, good start. I thought the BMW would probably have been the car that I would have gone for. The Renault Megane, as you say, banned this year, really because the car was so dominant in this series that everything else, unless it was wet, the BMWs and all the other cars were absolutely nowhere. So, cracking good move this year, I think, or this season, to get rid of the get rid of the Megane and open the field up a little bit. So, in answer to your question, probably a Beamer would have been my choice.
A BMW, your choice. The problem with the BMW, I got to admit, the BMW is a very quick car. Once it's hooked up and it is in the right condition, in the right position, it's probably one of the quickest cars of this series. But it's very inconsistent, which is the other issue. So trying to get a nice setup for the BMW is a problem. But once it's there, it's definitely a good car. And in the wet, it is phenomenal. But the other good thing the BMW has is it starts, Kelly. The amount of times that we've seen a BMW, a rear-wheel drive BMW, start mid-pack.
Absolutely.
But
yeah, you're quite right. It's a quick starter in real life as well. In the British touring car, it's well known for being a good starter. It's the rear-wheel drive that does it. That makes it more of a sharp starter than the front-wheel drive. So BMW should be good off the line. As I said, with the Megane gone, we'll see how that kind of balances up against the Merc and the Astra, both being front-wheel drive, of course. So we'll see how that balances out. For yourself, Dan, you're in the Tier 1s a little bit later on, and you're running the Astra, are you not?
Yeah, this season I've decided to ditch the BMW. I was not in the best of zones with the BMW, so I've decided to go a little bit different. I didn't want to follow everyone else and do the Mercedes, so I've opted for the Astra. Now, the Astra is a funny little beast. It's got, technically and on paper, it is actually the fastest car. But with its torque and with its the amount of torque that it produces, it doesn't put the power down very well. So the Astra, again, is another car that you need to get it set up and hooked up right to get a good setup out of it. But nonetheless, it's definitely I would say, in my opinion, it's definitely a title contender.
Okay, well, certainly we'll see over the next few hours after this. This Red Bull Ring is a track that all these guys know really well. We've got some new guys joining this season from in season 8 instead of some new ones from season 7 and some old names, should I say, from season 7. So we'll know in the next couple of hours, what sort of form the Astra has got, and what's quick and what's not. As you say, setup might be key on these cars. So
setup. Yeah, setup and consistency. I feel like the BMW, like I said, is the quickest car, and already we are seeing that with ESR a chef at the fastest at the minute, with TJ Humphrey in second and Richie in third. All those guys are actually in the BMW. But the problem the BMW has is when it gets further on in the race and the tyres start to wear out, it's very much a tricky beast. Unless someone likes a rear-wheel drive car and likes it to slide, then you're going to be in trouble. So we will see how they get on. But like you said, we got a couple of new faces. We got a couple of regular faces here this evening. ESR Chef is a new face to me. I've never seen him in the touring cars before, so it's interesting to see him here this evening. TJ Humphrey again returning to the touring cars in his BMW. Richie, an ex GT3 champion, deciding to ditch the GT3s and join us here for the touring cars in the Tier 2. So it'd be interesting to see how he gets on. A former champion in the Tier 1s. Bootneep has returned as well, a part of the Camber group as well. So we'll keep an eye on how he gets on this evening. Who else have we got? Luke VD Street is another regular in the Clios. He's decided he wants to have a go at the touring cars as well, with his good friend Aaron Vank as well. These two good friends, and they wouldn't have raced this championship unless they both did it as well. So we'll see how they get on. Maze Gamer, everyone knows roughly who Maze Gamer is as well, so he's giving the touring cars a good go. He's in the Mercedes. Cosmic Mike is a new one to me. I've never seen Cosmic Mike, so we'll see how he get on this evening. WSRCJ, who was in Tier 1, sadly got demoted back down to Tier 2. He said to him it's actually a better suiting for him because he is able to race this and it's not too long a race. It suits his time bracket, so we'll see how Jay gets on. And Foul Guest is the other one, is a regular as well. Sub-Zero, known for doing the Formula Rookies and Renaults as well, so we'll see how Sub-Zero gets on. The only man in the Astra at the minute. And he's currently hasn't set a lap time. He's coming towards the final corner, so let's see how he gets on.
I tell you what, Dan, we've lost Green Pies again, haven't we? I think he's dropped up at the thing. He went in and he was in, and then he was out, and then he was in again. So maybe he's got server problems. But I was quite interested to see how Green Pies got on in the touring cars. We've commentated together. Green Pies does some commentating, and we've commentated together on Clios and thoroughly enjoyed that. He's a nice lad, and I was kind of keen to see him in a race car because I haven't actually seen him in a race car. So I'm hoping he gets back into the session because I want to see how he gets on. Mainly if I can just rib him a bit, that would be quite nice because he does give as good as he gets, does Green Pie. So yeah, so a lot of people with especially Aardvark is very a lot of invalid laps on track limits. So these boys pushing the limits on the on where the track is. I tell you what, Dan, do you want to give us a rundown of what the format is for anybody who is their first time tuning into touring cars here at Motive?
I was just about to do so. So the Tier 2s, they literally are in a 15-minute qualifying session right now, so try to get their best position for the race start. And then for the Tier 2s, it's just a 30-minute sprint race, no pit stops needed. It's just lights to flag and see who will come out on top. For the Tier 1s later on this evening, due to the fact that it is round 1, we will start off with a qualifying session and then into a 25-minute sprint race. And then in the second half of that, they will do another race as well with another qualifying session, but it will be a feature race, but it will be 3/4 times of the sprint race, so it'll be a longer race, a feature race with a mandatory pit stop. But later on in the championship as well, we will do a reverse grid of the championship for the sprint race, and we will see how the championship contenders will get on. But Red Bull Ring, a favoured here with some of the drivers, a favoured here with a lot of people as well. Somewhere we know, somewhere we're familiar to. Austria. Kelly, where do you put this on your level of circuits? Would you say that this is one of your preferred favourites?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, any championship I'm in, I'd like to sit on the calendar. I think it's reasonably easy to learn, so that's useful for people who don't learn very well. And it's a very easy one to learn. There's opportunities to hook a lap up. Oh dear, as we see Jay getting a bit of handbags with somebody, which also ruins one of the Beamer's laps there. I don't know who he nudged into. Was it Cobb? Looks
Cobb
like
by the looks of things. No. Yeah. I think it's that car behind him as well. The silver and orange one. I'm not sure which one that one is. Might have
I've got to
been,
get used
I think
to,
it might have been Maze Gamer, I think. Is it Maze Gamer?
Of course, New season.
No.
I don't know if it was. He's got a bit of damage, so it might have been. Of course, new season, new cars, new liveries. We've got to get used to all that again. I think the only one that's in the same livery as last year, because he's the only one in the same car, will probably be TJ Humphrey.
He's actually changed livery for this season. He was in the...
but he had an orange one, didn't he? Now he's in the Pirelli colours.
Is in the Gary colours, as I would like to describe it. But I obviously think that this new championship with the cars equalled out with different liveries, with different cars, it's already proven to be tight. The top 6 already separated by 9/10. So already banning them again has really brought the pack together and close. And it's going to be interesting to see how people get on. I am also going to do a quick run of the season. Kelly, you are going to love this touring car season. I know you and Matt are looking forward to doing this touring car European as well. So we'll be only doing European circuits. So, like I said, round 1 is here at the Red Bull Ring. Round 2, we'll be going to Belgium, where we will go to Zolder for round 2. The Clios were there this week. So, a great track for touring cars and thoroughly good fun. Then we travel to the sunny shores of Spain and go to Catalonia National. So nice little circuit for the guys. It's going to be a tricky one because it's going to be hot conditions, so we'll see how they get on. Then we're going to go to Brno for round 4 for the Czech Republic. And then, Kelly, the one that I've been looking forward to this season, we are heading to Monte Carlo, Monaco.
Yeah, Monaco, baby.
That should be an interesting round. Then we go to Portugal Round 6 for the Algarve, or Portimao as also known as. And then we will go to Germany for Oschersleben A. Everyone wanted to do either Hockenheim or Nürburgring. I threw a spanner in there and threw in Oschersleben A, which they do actually race for the touring cars. And then we'll finish things off with a high-speed circuit. We go to Italy. We go to the home of the Tifosi. We will go to Monza for the final round of the championship. This season is going to be an interesting one. No Megane. Completely different circuits than these guys are used to. It's going to be an exciting one nonetheless, Kelly.
Certainly is, and this is probably, as I said, this is probably familiar territory. This is a track that's well used, so you know, by the gaming community and whatever. So it might be nice and easy for the first round, but there is a couple of tracks that aren't used all that often as normal going on, and some classics in there as well. So you know, I'm thoroughly looking forward to having a really good season here with both the guys, Tier 1 and Tier 2. I think we're gonna have some cracking racing. So. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Do you want a couple of stats about the Red Bull Ring while we're here?
Why not? You love a bit of stats, Kelly. Let's hear them. Let's see how we go.
I do love a bit of stats. It's I think I'm the only commentator that knows how to use Wikipedia. That's why I use like the stats. Red Bull Ring, of course, Red Bull Ring now is because it's owned by Red Bull. Was originally Oschersleben Ring or something like that. It was back in the late 60s. It's an FIA Grade 1 track, as you would expect, being a current and normal Formula 1 track. Its capacity is only 40,000, which is quite small for a Grand Prix circuit. The current track record on the current layout, which hasn't changed too much in the last few years, is Carlos Sainz in the McLaren last year, 2020, the MCL 35, and it was a 1:05.6. So about 30 seconds quicker than these 2-litre touring cars are doing round here, but but the same track nevertheless. And 10 turns, and it's 2.6 miles. So not a long track, but certainly a firm favourite.
Yeah, definitely. So I know it's one of my favourites. It's definitely produced some great racing, but there's a rough idea of the circuit, the layout, and also it's been famous for many F1 scenes, especially the one that brings to my mind is Rubens Barrichello moving to one side to allow his teammate Michael Schumacher. That was a big controversial moment, but yeah, definitely so. Boutny is currently the fastest man of the session at 36.7. We've done some practice sessions earlier on, and a 36 is the kind of lap times you'll be aiming for. I believe the Tier 1s will be doing that. So already Boutny, ESR, WSRCJ just outside that as well. So a good lap time so far. Guys, if you want to get some comments in, then please do so. We will answer your questions as quickly as we possibly can. A couple of guys here who's actually supporting Chef tonight. He said he's actually been in a Touring Car Championship League before on Project Cars, but this is the first time at Motive, and already he's doing a great job putting it up in P2. We've got a couple of the Team Camber guys, Kurt, Delore and Vliegurk, all in the comments saying go Boutny, Team Camber all the way. And Steve the Book also saying good evening. Green pies as well. Kelly, do your best at roasting me as well, so I'm sure he will.
Well, I would do if you could get in here. Oh, he is in, isn't he? He's in ninth slot. I haven't seen him. There we go. Let's see.
He's in the Astra.
He's driving. Is he in the ashtray? Excellent.
He's in the ashtray.
Yeah. And how's he getting on? There we go. There's green pies. Normal, a regular commentator around here does quite well in the Formula One or Formula. What does he do quite well
Formula
in?
One. Formula One.
Formula One. It is the Formula One here on Motive. It's not one of the. There's so many rounds on. What's the matter with him? He's run out of fuel, Dan. Oh,
he did this in practice earlier
Killian,
on.
Good start. Good start, Killian. You run out of fuel. Brilliant. Fantastic. What a rookie mistake. I wanted someone to rib you about. Yeah, you go back in your carriage, isn't it?
Well, we've got a couple of guys still finishing their lap times. We've got Luke Veely Street, I think, is still finishing his lap as well. Actually, he has done his lap. So we've got left Maze and Cosmic Mike. Cosmic Mike currently the slowest man of the session. He's just crossed the line, and I don't think he's going to improve on that.
Yeah.
Green Pies is in the pits now, obviously, because of his fuel mishap. Maze Gamer, the last man to set a lap time, exits final corner, 10th place right now, towards the line. Can he get himself any higher up the grid? We shall see. Here he comes. Can he improve? And we'll find out very shortly.
We'll find out when the screen comes up. And
he stays in 9th place. Oh no, he was in 10th, so he goes up into
goes up 1.
Yeah, it goes up 1. So that is your running order. Bootneat puts it on pole position with Chef in that 2nd place position. Jay in 3rd place. TJ Humphrey 4th. Cobb in 5th. Richie in 6th. Valgues will start 7th. Luke Veely Street in 8th. Maze Gamer will start 9th. 10th will be Green Pies as a reserve here this evening. Aaron Vank will start in 11th place. Sub-Zero in 12th. And Cosmic Mike will bring up the rear. So guys, like I said, remember this is a 30-minute race. These guys need to make sure that they've set up a perfect setup here this evening. They do not need to do a pit stop unless they are low on fuel, and that's their mistake. So if they've done the numbers right, they should be able to get to lights and flag. Kelly, there's one thing that I've got in mind. We are starting a summer season. The conditions are warm. The track is warm. Tyre wear is going to be important here. I think some of these cars are going to struggle with tyre wear, especially some of the front wheel drive cars, and they will struggle to get turning.
Okay, I hadn't thought about it, to be fair, but yeah, we'll see how that pans out. That'll be interesting to see. So Green Pie's just on the Killian just on the chat. Had to give Kelly a reason to roast me. Now you didn't just do that for my benefit, my friend, did you? So that's one that's going to roll and roll now. But yeah, tyre wear, Dan. Absolutely. I hope it's going to be. An interesting part. As you say, it's going to be warm. It's summertime now, so we'll see how these cars get on and how good they are on their tyres.
Definitely.
Interesting to see, for sure.
Also, the tow is going to be very important as well. Getting a good tow.
Always is here.
We will see these BMWs launch off the line as well. As you can see, majority of the front grid is BMWs. We got that one Mercedes of J up there as well. But I think sooner or later we will be underway. But I can't wait, Kelly. This is going to be exciting. I am looking forward to this.
Yes, indeed. And touring cars always throws up some good racing. So we're back, season 8, and looking forward to a cracking good season and some cracking good battles from Tier 2s and the Tier 1s. As
predictions?
We just make... Oh, what? For...
Race win.
Race win. WSRJ.
WSRJ. I'm going to go with the new man of ESR Chef, as we are about to sync up and get underway. Season 8, ladies and gentlemen, the European Touring Car Championship. We are back. Lights are on. Res Rive. As we're about to get underway, and away we go. The BMWs look like they got a fairly-ish good start, but not as lightning as I thought. As Jay already missing out to Humphrey as they go up into turn 1. Relatively clean so far. Can they all keep it within track limits? Bootneat with a great start has pulled away, but we got a couple of cars running wide at the minute. We got contact. Sub-Zero and Maze Gamer, I think, has made contact with each other. Green Pies has had a good chance as Maze hits the reset button and gets back on circuit. So Luke Veely Street, also a man who hasn't had a good start, but Bootneat pulls away into the lead as Chef will hold on to that 2nd place position as TJ Humphrey. Valgues in 4th place has had a great start in that Mercedes, and already into a few corners the touring cars are already pushing and shoving each other.
Yes, indeed, you're quite right. And WSRJ had a shocker of a start. And if I've cursed him, I'm going to apologise to him now. But he's still there in the hunt. He's looking racy. But Putney is away for Team Camber in first place. But I reckon these BMWs are going to get swallowed up in the next couple of laps, you know, until they get the tyres warm enough.
Falgues looking to make a move on the inside of Chef, and he's down the inside. Falgues, we need to keep an eye on this guy. He's always been quick and consistent, so Falgues is definitely a man to keep an eye on in the race, and he's up into that second place position. Jay is really close to TJ Humphrey, getting a little bit wide there, and that's going to allow Cobb to come down the inside as well. Cobb is another man who's keep an eye on.
Boy.
Yeah, we've got some big names here. Richie as well, the ex Tier 1 GT3 champion on Project Cars. Both these guys three abreast. Oh, they're rubbing each other. This is touring car racing. TJ's looking on. Falgues just in front. Oh my God, Kelly already.
Cobbett, Rich, I don't know who else was in there. That was a yellow BMW.
That's TJ.
TJ's gone downwards.
I think he's got to slow down. He had to cut the final corner, and I think he's got to slow down. He's got damage to the front of that car as well. Remember, there's only visual damage, so it won't affect the cars too much. But look at them all over the place. Green Pies, though, is up into 7th place. Wow,
look how good it runs when you put fuel in it. And he's away in those in that Astra. Let's see how he gets on. As I said, he's a quick boy normally. Let's see if we see some skills.
He's going
to put one on Cobb there quite easily. Gets that job done. Cobb going to have a run back at him.
Falgues leads this race. Falgues is he somehow managed to find a way past Bootney. Bootney is coming back down the inside though. Camber coming back at him, but Falgues will hold on to that position. A little bit lock on the brakes though, but he hangs on in there. Bootney will have to recover and try and get him back if he can. But a Mercedes now leads the race, where we had a BMW at the start. The Mercedes taking it.
The German. Absolutely. I was going to say it's a German battle, but every car on the grid's German, being that the Astras are actually Opels. But Mercedes leads away over BMW at the moment. But WSRJ's there getting racy behind the other two BMWs.
He's got a penalty though, hasn't he? He's got a penalty already.
He's picked a penalty up. What's
track
he picked that up for?
Track limits as well. Guys, if you like what you see right now, then hit that like button and subscribe. These guys are doing a fantastic job already. We're only on to lap 2 and they're so close. We've lost a driver. I'm not sure who we've lost, but someone has left the session. So we'll figure out who that is a little bit later on. But great racing nonetheless. I think it might have been Aaron Vank. He doesn't seem to be on my board.
Yeah, that's looking like it. Yeah. So look at this lot coming down. We're into lap 3. This and the top 4. Any one of these top 4 could be a leader of this race at any moment because they are scrapping for it. As Jay looks down the inside. Who's he looking down there? Oh, your mate, your new one.
Oh, Chef.
Chef, that's it. It'll come to me in a minute.
He's coming back at him.
Going back at him.
Jay's defended for him as we're watching Falgues. Bootney looks down the inside of Falgues and he gets him. Jay gets the undercut on all of them, but he doesn't get the drive out of the hairpin. So Bootney up into first place, but Falgues losing out there. What this does is allow Richie and Green Pies to start bringing that gap down to the leading 4. But the Mercedes has just been shoved out the way by the BMWs as we're on board with Jay at the minute, and he had to break. And there goes Bootney. Chef, sorry. Chef has just dropped it, which has caught Falgues. So Falgues and Chef have lost out. That allows Richie and Green Pies through now. Great racing. Humble Racer says, boo, I am here. Nice to see Humble Racing here, a part of Team Pro Laps now as well. So Humble Racer here to support these guys. But Bootney out in front. Jay in second place with that experience in Tier 1 is already paying off. So he is now up into that second place. Richie, once again, Richie always finds a way to get himself back up to the top in that third place position right now. Green Pies, another one, seems to find a way through the pack in that Astra in 4th place position. Chef losing out due to a little bit of contact as they go really wide into the penultimate corner. Wide. That's going to give him a slowdown for sure.
It is. We're going to start seeing... Sorry, Dan, we're going to start seeing penalties all over the shop. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, TJ Humphrey's got one as well.
Corners.
TJ Humphrey is actually caught onto the back of this pack as well, so it's all still fairly close between the top 7 or top 8, sorry, at the minute. But Falgues has got a lot of work to do now. He's lost out a little bit, but he will be trying to get onto the back of him. Cobb also trying to get onto the back of these guys as well. But already, Kelly, we've had some barges, we've had some pushes, we've had some shoves. This is touring car racing, and we are back. I've missed this.
Touring car is back, and the racing is just as good as normal touring cars. Look at the state of that BMW in front of us. That's been been through the walls. You're going to see a lot of cars looking like that by the end of this racing. Of course, the damage is just cosmetic.
Chef had a great run out that second corner, and he's now blast past Green Pies, but he makes contact with him, and the rear end steps out. So Green Pies will hold on to that position. I think Chef squeezed him a little bit, so Green Pies will hang on to that position. Richie, though, slowly but surely is chipping into the leaders, but Boopneat is the fastest man at the minute with... actually, no, Green Pies was the fastest man that last lap. A 38.1.
Absolutely.
So, oh no, Cobb was. I can't keep an eye on who's fastest. Cobb was the fastest.
No, I wouldn't bother, Dan. They're all flying along really quite quickly. The whole grid is only covered by 26 seconds, and we're 4 laps in. So, you know, there's quite a gap between 11th and 12th at the moment. So, still a lot of close racing here. The top 8, 5 seconds or so in the whole top 8. So this is still anyone's race. At this time, so as I said, I reckon we're going to see more and more penalties come up, if not the whole field with 1 or 2 penalties. It's incredibly difficult to keep.
Valgues getting on 2 wheels, yeah. Valgues getting on 2 wheels. Chef looking like he's got a penalty, so he's slowing down and allowing the cars back through, and TJ Humphrey by the look of things behind as well. But the front leaders are now starting to stretch their legs a bit, but the fastest man now is Jay at the minute, who's currently in the 2nd place position, trying to bring that gap down to Popeneat if he can. But at the minute, not quite enough. But these two, who used to be in Tier 1, they are really showing their experience right now. Green Pies under massive pressure from Cobb. Cobb looking to the outside in the Mercedes. Can he get the job done? It'll be a tricky job to do so. But Green Pies holds in there, but he runs wide.
Inside line, Oh no! Cobb's gone back down. He's done the cut back, and looks like Valgues is going with him. So they're all in very close company here as they come round through to the next left-hander. And Green Pies lost out to Cobb there in the end. And
Cobb's
now
got a slowdown, I think. Oh no, he looked like he looked like he had a slowdown there, but I think he just got a little bit squirrely out of that left-hander there. So that's going to allow Cobb to get to Green Pies get a little bit closer. If I'm honest, Kelly, I would expect the BMWs to disappear, but they're not. The Mercedes and Astra are really giving them a hard time as Green Pies goes a bit deep.
Valgues gets him down the inside. So all that good work Green Pies has done, he's got to go back at him. Oh, and look, he's still all over Valgues as well. Right in his slipstream. You can read the badges on the back of the car. Almost put your hand over and touch the guy. When's he going to go for the racing line? Is he going to try it down the inside?
He's going to try it. He's going to hit the brakes.
He's got to slow down.
He has got to slow down, but he's going to be under pressure, definitely from Valgues and TJ Humphrey. I think Valgues
back in front of him.
Yeah, he's got the run. So right now, these guys putting on a great show, dusting and diving. TJ Humphrey around the outside.
TJ Humphrey's in there as well, Dan. Sorry to talk over you, Dan. TJ Humphrey's right in the mix of this one as well. Oh, look, Green Pies goes to the inside. Is he going to get it slowed down?
No.
Oh, and it's a bump and a shove.
Valgues. Yeah, Valgues is the man to get the benefit out of that. Green Pies goes deep. TJ tries to go around the outside, and they make contact again. Green Pies and TJ rubbing doors, but I think TJ is going to go around the outside if he can, but Green Pies misses his braking, and TJ swoops underneath. Green Pies losing out a little bit inexperienced in the touring cars. He told me that he wanted to have a go in these, but today is literally the first time he's driven these cars, and
it ain't a Formula 1 car, I'll tell you that.
Definitely not, but he said he's having a good laugh in these, so we'll see how he gets. TJ and Valgues make contact.
TJ and Valgues even take each other out. They run each other wide out the thing. I don't know who kind of started that one.
I think TJ pushed him wide.
He was on the inside, and TJ ends up losing out on that one. So that helps Green Pies back up the order. Green Pies now was in like 8th a minute ago. Now he's back up to 5th, and that's how quickly these things turn round in these touring cars.
Oh, Chef looking really close onto the back of Green Pies.
Really
I think
close.
Green Pies seems to be struggling a little bit. Bootneat currently out front, extending his gap. Richie for a second I thought was actually starting to gain on Jay, but not so far. But this is the main fight. Chef looking onto the back of Green Pies. Cobb is trying to extend his gap from these as well. As Chef has binned it, and he's made contact with Valgues and TJ. So those guys lose out due to that. So Chef really just pushing the limit there. TJ obviously not happy with that. Maze and I believe that's Luke Feely Street battling it out at the back as well. So There's fights still going on left, right and centre. Luke Beatty Street losing out a little bit. Sub-Zero currently down in 11th place right now and struggling as well in that Astra. But Cosmic brings up the rear as well. Still learning and getting used to these cars, I think. But Bootneep still your race leader at the minute with a 1.6 second gap to Jay. Jay is trying to chip away at him, but he's not able to get near him. Green Pies has picked himself up a penalty, so Richie will try and get onto the back of Jay as well. But nonetheless, this has been great watching. Rans, I'm going to say. I have watched F2, F1 and some parts of the Nürburgring in 24 hours. This race it's been the best race of the weekend. Yes, yes, my touring car friend. Well, if you want to see more great action, then make sure you hang on a little bit later on for the tier ones. They will be just as pushy. I know from experience because I race in them. And trust me, they will be pushing and shoving. Plus, majority of the drivers in the tier one drive them again. They've all had to drive something brand new and different. Let's see how they will get on. I know Fury is was looking a little bit excited earlier on. He didn't like my pace that he saw earlier. But I'm Javier, mate. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you. It's Javier. Javier, our GT4 ACC champion. He is not defending his title this season, so he will be. He'll be watching our touring cars, and he's focused on the ACC PC Championship, so we'll keep an eye on him. Martin in the comments saying, this is carnage. Yes, it is, but it's great fun as well.
Yes, indeed. So, best racing of the weekend? Well, maybe so. That's touring cars for you, and that's touring cars on Motive. And as Daniel said, stick around, because if you like this, you'll love the tier ones, which will be coming up a bit later on with... Daniel will be racing and hoping to do well, hoping to go towards the front, the sharp end, and you got good pace, haven't you, Dan?
Yeah, I would say I have decent pace. I'm running in the Astra as well, just like Green Pies and Sub-Zero, and I think one other person in Tier 1, which is the House Rocker, are the only two who are running the Astra. Everyone else is either in a BMW and a Mercedes, so I feel like me and the House Rocker want to prove a point that this Astra is worth considering, and it's definitely worth a drive. Steve the book says absolutely loving this. I mean, how can you not? These are touring cars. They are some of the best driving and best racing you will see. A little bit spread out now. The guys have just spread it out a little bit, but I think tyre wear is still going to kick in as we see Maze and Luke Beatty Street still going at it. Humble Racer as well, banging comms, guys. Thank you very much. Absolutely, thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. We're here all season. I'm here all night. I'll be joined with Matthew Duffin in Tier 1, Sweet and Sticky commentary team, as we've been nicknamed. So join us for that. Stick around. Stay with us all evening. We've got loads of action still to come. What a way to finish off a weekend, isn't it, Dan? With a bit of touring car on a Sunday night.
Exactly what we all need. And here at the Red Bull, beautiful Red Bull ring as well. So definitely got Sticky, Sweet and Sticky in for you later on. Jay, it just goes a little bit wide.
Lost it then.
I'll tell you one thing, these Mercedes and Astras, they're very easy to keep on circuit. They will slide as much as you like, but they won't go around, and they are definitely ones to choose for if you want to stay on track a lot. The BMW, quick car, but it's very easy to spin, as we're watching Falguest trying to line a move on Green Pies right now. And I'll tell you what, considering Green Pies has never driven these cars, I have given him an Astra setup, so he is helping him out a little bit. But Falguest
no, they get together. They get together, get run wide.
Again, that typical project cars thing. As soon as you lock doors, you get stuck and you get pushed out wide. Green Pies, where did he come from?
He's coming back. I thought he'd gone off play football for a minute. He comes back onto the...
He done a what's it called? A Valtteri Bottas. Remember when Bottas went so wide? He ended up turning into a lawnmower. The only difference is he didn't actually spin it. So Steve the Book also saying looking forward to Tier 1 as well.
Yeah, luckily he wasn't driving a Honda, because they're the best things for lawn mowing. But he got away with it. Matt Duffin will be loving that one if he's watching. But so Green Pies up and down the order a little bit, really, a little bit unfortunate on that last incident. But and another one up and down the order is TJ Humphries.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of inexperience from Green Pies. Obviously, not running these cars. He's not used to driving them and doing a full race.
Ask, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a big ass. But he's doing it. I would expect that from the title contender for the Formula 1 cars. But TJ as well, another man struggling at the minute. I thought he would thrive with this new change of championships, knowing the BMW, having that experience. but it's not really paid off as he's under a lot of pressure from Falguest right now. Falguest is impressing me, but he's not had a chance to really show his pace. He keeps getting up in silly little incidences, but I just also noticed, Kelly, Bootneep seems to be dropping off the pace, and Jay has brought the gap down from 1.6 to 0.8 tenths as TJ and Falguest rub doors. We're in a straight, lads. How can you hit doors like that?
Well, yeah, tough racing here. Of course, these guys are the Tier 2, and if they do well, they get, to be able to be promoted to Tier 1. And of course, the Tier 1 guys, the lowest couple, 3, whatever it is, get relegated, as we have.
Top five get promoted, and bottom five get demoted as well. So
yeah, so it's all change and whatever. So it's as I say, it's good hard racing. I mean, some of the new guys have to learn their craft. They have to learn touring cars, and to be consistent and all the rest of it. So it's a learning curve for sure. Oh, touring cars are a learning curve, but strong racing, as we know.
Yeah, definitely. And I've only just noticed, Kelly, we've still got 13 minutes worth of racing. So as we see here, Jay's getting really close on. Jay, absolutely
very close.
He's absolutely flying right now. 37-1. Yeah, he has, and he looks like he's
got to run on him.
He might be better on the brakes. He's going to go for it. Bootneep gives him the space, and Jay down the inside.
Slow down.
There we go.
Nice move.
WSRC Jay takes the lead of this race. Bootneep, can he come back? Can he recover? Or will he just have to sit behind that Mercedes for now? Richie at the minute just dropped off the pace of these guys, but he's got Cobb right behind him. So Cobb in the other Mercedes is now starting to come back. Are the BMWs now starting to struggle with rear tyre grip?
Could be highly possible. We're coming up to nearly 20 minutes in this race and 11 laps. Yeah, it could be possible. These BMWs, that the tyres are starting to go off as we see.
Oh, Bootneep's back in front.
Oh, hang on. Bootneep's got back in front of Jay. I don't know what went wrong there.
I think Jay might have had a slowdown or something, but it doesn't look like he's been off. It looks like a slowdown.
Oh, look, it's Delta. Yeah. His Delta's 2.5 seconds off his normal time, so
he's been pushing as soon as he took the race lead, and now he's just been pushing that a little bit too hard, and now it's gone and stung him in the bum. So he really needed to be in the lead and extend the gap, but he ended up pushing too hard.
Work again.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But
and, all that.
Sorry. Cobb is actually really close to Richie. We just see TJ, Humphrey past Falguest as well in the timesheets as well. So all the moves are starting to happen. I think the BMWs are starting to struggle, but Cobb is starting to come back at Richie. Cobb doing his fastest laps right now, and he's looking good to try and get past that BMW. Don't discount Richie though. He's definitely a title contender here in these Tier 2s. I know he's quick in a Mercedes AMG rear wheel drive car, so can he be good in these BMWs? It's all about tune up, it's all about setup, so can Cobb do it? Chef has got up to 5th. How's he done that? TJ Humphrey's dropping right down.
Yes, indeed. Look at this lot. That's why, Dan. These are all in very close company here. You got Green Pies, TJ, Luke Beatty Street. Mace Gamer, all of them very, very close at the moment.
So Chef on a great recovery. He's managed to get past Falguest as well. So as we see there, amazing. Green Pie shoves it down the inside of Luke Beatty Street, forcing him wide. So Green Pies gains another position in that Astra, but we see here Cobb is all over Richie. Now. Yeah, we had a moment of quietness. Now they're all going back at it again.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know, they were all quite spaced out, weren't they? All of a sudden, I don't think you see it on the stream. You don't, but we get little indicators to tell us which battles are close. And at the moment, Cobb is close on the back of Richie. Falguest is close onto the back of Chef, and we've got TJ and TJ just hit right in the side there. What was that about? Was that a misjudgment?
I don't know what that was about, but that was a big hit. That's really affected
some sort of
Luke Beatty Street
coming on.
Yeah, definitely. As you see that, TJ really struggling. He's really struggling with the rear of that car. So maybe he's overheated the rear of his tyres, but he's properly struggling now, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely, and I don't know what that was all about. We cut to it, and TJ came from nowhere straight into the side of I can remember Luke of the Streets, didn't he? That's who he hit. There's Green Pies flashing his lights. Got time to flash his lights, he has. Hope you got time to look at the fuel gauge, make sure you got enough fuel. Oh, it's okay, you got 20 litres, so we should be all right. So Green Pies, where is he now? 8. It's been up and down the order. Been a mixed night for him, hasn't it? It's
flashing
been,
his lights. He knows we're watching him. But yeah, it's not been his
attention,
night.
Eh?
Oh, he loves a bit of attention. He loves it.
Yeah.
Especially from you, Kelly. He says that me and you are his favourite commentators. So he's having a wet dream right now, I bet. But
wow,
he's flashing his lights and have a little weave. Don't weave around too much, Green Pie. She did that earlier and spun the Astra. So don't do that. Yeah. But yeah, he's always good fun. He's definitely still in. He's got a slowdown, I think. Green Pie's with a slowdown as well. But he's definitely still in the championship hunt for the F1. It's between him and Just Jose for the final round at Abu Dhabi, which will be on Friday. So make sure you tune in to see that. I don't know if I'm going to be racing or not. We will find out later on in the week. But right now, Cobb has brought the gap back down to Richie again. And these two are having a great little fight. They raced each other well in GT3s, and they're racing again in touring cars as well. Arguably for me.
Yeah.
Oh, as Richie's hit the wall.
Who was that? Richie. Oh, commentator's curse, Dan.
Whoops.
Commentator's curse. You're saying how well that these boys were racing, then Richie goes and throws it in the wall.
I've already thrown the curse at Chef. I thrown the curse at Chef. I thought he was going to take the race win, but at the minute he's under massive pressure from Falgues. And again, a massive apology to Chef. I didn't mean to curse you, mate, but
for all the people we've ruined their races, we truly apologise. Although I was back in WSRJ and he's not doing too bad at the moment, although his pace has dropped off the back of Putney's a little bit. So we'll see if he can get back up to him in the remaining 8 minutes, but I'm not going to try and talk about him too much.
Falgues around the outside. Falgues looking to the outside.
Can he make it stick?
He's got the cut back, and that's
up the inside.
Yeah, Chef losing out there, so he's definitely got his way through there. So a couple other guys with a couple penalties. Now we got TJ with penalty, Green Pies, Falgues.
It's not done yet, Dan.
No, it's definitely not done yet. Falgues still look. He's on the grass. That's got to be a bit careful in a front-wheel drive car, but he definitely finds his way through there. Matthew Day saying, "Miss you, Kelly. You'll be with him soon, babe. You'll be with him soon. Very, very, very soon. Sweet and Sticky will be reunited once again in these touring cars. I think Matthew Duffin is going to like my livery. He's going to love it.
Oh, I'm not. It's going to look like a classic lawnmower, isn't it?
It definitely is.
Like somewhere between a Honda and a Quadcast. Oh no, they were green. Honda and a Flymo. That's it, they were orange. Yeah.
Currently got 20 people watching the stream right now. If you guys haven't hit that like button, then please do so. Get as many likes as we possibly can in this video as we can. These tier 2s have been absolutely brilliant and awesome, and we've got less than 7 minutes left of the session. Richie still would have lost out to Cobb at that position earlier on, but he's on his way back. Dan, does Kelly know it yet? Yeah, he has an idea of what it is. I've just posted it on Facebook, orange. So if he doesn't see it...
Orange. I've seen it.
It definitely looks like a Halfords UASA racing thing, but
yeah, it looks like it crashed through Halford's window and everything stuck
Chef
to it.
and Falgues are going at it once again. These two really close racing. This is what I love about touring cars. There's no one car now that's got a major advantage. Now we've booted that silly little McGann. It is gone. Yeah. So oh no. Oh, sorry. Yes, Matt, I forgot about that. The GT3's tier 2. So me and Matthew have decided to join a session in that, and we have picked a car that you will definitely dislike. This in a GT3.
In the GT. Oh, Nakora's.
Yeah.
Where's this for?
Motive GT3 tier 2.
Oh, Motive GT3 tier 2. Yeah,
myself, Jamie Brazy, and Matthew Duffin are all running the Acura in the GT3 Tier 2 category.
Wow. Well, now we'll know.
Was it Team Wakasaki or something like that? So,
well, we'll know now, Dan, the 3 that are going to be at the back.
Definitely. It's not going to be any good on my reputation in GT3s. Falgues currently at the minute still trying to find a way past Chef. These two having a fantastic fight. Grandad's D in the comments saying, come on, Fal.
WSRJ has brought the gap down again, Dan. Look, he's down to half a second. He's back on a charge.
Yeah, he's back on it. The BMW seems to be struggling again, and Jay is hunting him down. Remember, these two were in Tier 1 last season, and they are fighting it out once again at the top of Tier 2. And these two are having a great fight right now. Like I said, great fight up and down the grid, no matter where you look. Guys, if you like what you see, Oh, Poutney has got deep. Jay gives him a little tap. Guys, if you like what you see, hit that like button. Let's get as many likes as we possibly can. Kelly, massive Honda fan now, and will be supporting us all the way. You kind of have to, because I'm your son, so you kind of have to support me. No matter what car I drive. Yes.
Oh, okay. It's kind of in my contract, is it?
Especially in Team Pro Laps, that's your contract.
Yeah.
WSRCJ currently in that second place and looking for any opportunity to attack Bootneep. As you see, Chef and Falguest still battling out. They're side by side by the looks of things. They keep swapping and changing positions. So Falguest and Chef are, by the looks of the timings, yeah, they keep changing out. Falguest back in front again. These two are having a great fight right now. I love touring cars. They're great fun and they always produce great racing. Jay is all over the back of Bootneep. Bootneep's going defensive. Jay looking to the outside. So looking around the outside, can he get the job done? No. So Jay has to wait a little bit longer. So the BMW has the speed, but in the corners it seems a little bit tense. Yeah. But Jay looking much quicker right now.
I'm seeing that the Beamer's struggling more in the corners, but seems to have the power down the straights.
Yeah, definitely. So more comments coming in. Humble Racer, I'm on summer break right now, but plan on the Audi R8 Le Mans number 10 Hot Wheels livery. Next year, Jay's gone a little bit wide. Hope to do better when I come back. But and also, Javier says Falguest has a penalty. Yeah, Falguest does have a penalty. Yeah. He needs to extend that gap now to Chef as quickly as he can. We're not sure how big the penalty is. We can have a look. Let's have a quick look. Falguest with a 2-second penalty. Majority is 2 seconds or 1 second, so they will need to extend that gap. So Jay with a 2-second penalty, he will need to get in front of Bootneep and then disappear. But he's running out of time. How long have we got left? We got 3 minutes left of the session. Fleeget says, "Come on, Bootneep, hold on." He just needs to hold on. Even if Jay gets past him, he just needs to stay within 2 seconds. Chef as well, he just needs to stay within 2 seconds of Falguest. So now we're starting to play a game of who can stay the closest to one another. But at the minute, Bootneep's looking good to take a first win. I don't want to curse him yet, but Jay is trying everything in the book to get past him.
Yes, indeed. He kind of closes up behind him. Then Jay had a bit of a moment out of the first corner and got a little bit squirrely up onto the grass, which lost him valuable tenths. So he's got to regroup it again. Got to get on with it. He's only got 2.5 minutes. So what we got, probably 2 laps from these guys. Where are we? 1:39. Yes, we're probably going to get another lap after this one. So Jay's got to get on with it. Cobb's still keeping Richie honest, and the foul guest and Chef battle has kind of died out a little bit. TJ Humphries is
Chef has actually got past again. Well, Falguest was in front of Chef, but Chef has managed to get past him again. Matthew Duffy in the comments saying Chef is cooking up a charge. Oh, I love that.
Hey. He's here all night, or he'll be here later anyway.
Nice one from him. Currently 19 people still watching the stream. Guys, hit that like button, please. Let's get as many likes as possible. Let's get to 20 likes. These touring cars are put on an awesome show, and it's just tier 2. Wait till the tier 1s get on track. Jay outside. He locks
Jay
up.
going deep again.
Yeah, he's really struggling on the braking there. So he's really struggling to find a way past Bootneep. But Bootneep, I've got to give it to him. He's doing a fantastic defensive drive, keeping Jay behind him.
Absolutely. And as I said, I reckon those Beamers have got the power down the straight.
Oh, do you know what else I just noticed? Richie has got past Cobb again. So Cobb has lost it out somewhere. Jay's going again a little bit close to Bootneep there. But Richie is now back up into that third place position. Yeah, by quite a bit.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I'm not sure if
so
Cobb
still
is...
mistakes happening.
Yeah, slowdowns or mistakes, running wide. It could be in many things. But right now, Jay is still fighting hard for this race win. If he can get past Bootneep right now, it's coming down to the last. He's got a good run here. He's got a very good run.
As he switches.
What? This is great. Justin diving. Which way are they going to go? Jay looks to the inside. He has a run, but Bootneep is just still ahead. And they get onto the brakes. This is great stuff from these two. Bootneep. Jay's trying everything to get past. 2-second penalty he has. He needs to clear him. He needs to clear him now, and he's down the inside.
Go another lap.
But Bootneep has the drive. Yep, we got one more lap of touring car action here at Red Bull Ring. That BMW has a better drive out the corner, and that's what's keeping Bootneep in front right now.
Absolutely, and it's good job.
Whoa!
Oh, as Jay gets it up on 2 wheels, keeps momentum, looks to the inside. He's doing everything he can to try and win this race, and he's got this lap to do it. Thank God we haven't got another lap after this one, because Daniel's voice might go so high that only dogs can hear him. But we'll see what's going to happen. Jay goes to the outside and tries to switch back. Oh, he gets up the inside.
But Bootneep pushes him off. He's going to have to give the place. He's going to have to give the place back to him. He shoved him off track. That was, to me, that was obvious.
It was hard to see. He was definitely off
Look
the
who's
track.
behind as well. Cobb behind. Look at Cobb. He's right onto Richie as well. There's fights going on all left, right, and centre. Cobb looking to the inside. Richie defends.
Yes,
oh my God!
Richie
I'm going to lose my break.
Takes it so low. He's going to go deep. He's going to go in deep.
And he has. Richie's gone wide. That's Cobb now. So where's Bootneat now? He's coming through the final few corners. Richie and Falguer still fighting it out as well. They're still fighting position. This is great stuff from all these touring cars. But Bootneat, I think, has done enough to keep this race win right now. Jay has nothing to respond after the one opportunity he had. He's unable to find a way past. So Bootneat comes into the penultimate corner. BMW are going to take the first strike here in the Tier 2.
It's not
unless
over, Dan.
Jay
It's not
does
over.
something.
It's not
He makes contact.
Oh, Jay has hit him. Is Jay going to give him the place back? He's given him the place back. He could have taken that from him. He did the right thing.
Bootneat takes the race win here at Red Bull Ring. BMW take the first strike with Jay in second place. Cobb has got Richie and will go into that third place position. Great fight between those two. Richie is going to come home in that fourth place position. Falguer did get in front of Chef, but Chef will get that position due to penalties. So Chef will take the fifth place position. 6 goes to Falguer. Maze Gamer with recovery up into that 7th place position. Green Pies, his first ever touring car event, Flashing Alliance, will come home in 8th place position in the Astra. Luke Vidy Street will take that 9th place. TJ Humphrey in 10th place. Sub-Zero will finish in 11th place in the Astra, and bringing up the rear is Cosmic Mike. Great racing here at the Red Bull Ring. Absolutely brilliant. Let's get people's driver of the day. Kelly, your driver of the day to you?
Well, I backed WSR for the WSRJ for the win. I thought he did a fantastic job and did the right thing at the end. So I think for me, Jay, I think. But Putin drove a brilliant, fantastic, controlled race.
Yeah, definitely. And I'll tell you what. As Green Pie says, I'd like to sign up for the full season. Well, luckily the Wall was unable to do the rest of the season, so Green Pies, that is your seat if you want it. But if it was me, I think driver of the day for me, I'm going to go for Bootneat. He did a solid job defending.
Deserved,
But hats off to Cobb, Richie, Chef, Falguer, Green Pies, Maze, the whole grid. That was some awesome racing. European Touring Car Championship is back. It's in formidable form, and I honestly think getting rid of the McGann is the best thing we've ever done. This has produced some great racing.
To the McGann.
Set fire to them again. Who set the fastest lap of the race? I think it looks like it's going to go to Jay by the looks of things. So WSRC Jay will take the fastest lap of the race. Like I said, guys, Bootneat takes the first strike in the BMW. BMW win here at Red Bull Ring. But make sure you tune in very, very soon, because we are about to go live for the Tier 1s. I'm sadly going to be leaving the commentary box and heading on to the circuit, but you will be joined by Sweet and Sticky, Kelly Davis and Matthew Duffin. Guys, I'll be back with you momentarily, but from now, for the Tier 2s, it's good night. But we're about to go live for the Tier 1s. So grab a cup of tea, grab a biscuit, grab whatever you need. We will be back momentarily.